guys, today we're solving two-step inequalities. So our steps in solving these are the exact same as solving two-step equations. The only difference is that you have your inequality symbol. So here I have 7g plus 11 is greater than 67. So I'm going to undo that addition by subtracting 11 from both sides. So then 67 minus 11 is 56. So now I bring down my 7g. Bring your inequality symbol straight down, and then 7g is greater than 56. So then in order to undo this multiplication here, I'm going to divide both sides by 7, and I have g is greater than 8. Now you will have to graph this, so remember if it's greater than or less than, you have an open circle. If it's greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, you have a closed circle. Then you have to have an arrow going in the direction that makes it true. So since it's just greater than 8, I'm going to have an open circle because it's not exactly 8. And then g has to be greater than 8. So I want my arrow pointing towards all the numbers that are greater than 8. So here for the quick check, I want you to solve it on your own first. So pause it and then come back and see if you did it correctly. All right, so the first thing we would do here is add 6 to both sides. So I have negative 10 plus 6, which is negative 4. Greater than or equal to 1/2 x. So now in order to get rid of my fraction in front of my variable, I multiply by the reciprocal. And I have negative 8 is greater than or equal to x. Or if you want to, you can flip the whole thing around to put your variable first. So then, remember on your number line, all you need is the number and 0. So it's less than or equal to negative 8. So I'm going to put my dot and fill it in. And then since it's less than negative 8, my arrow is going to go to the left. All right, remember sometimes if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative, you have to reverse the inequality symbol. So in this one, I don't like all their boxes again, so I'm going to redo it. I'm going to do it off to the side here. So I have 6 is less than or equal to negative 2/3 r minus 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is add 6 to both sides. I have 12 is less than or equal to negative 2/3 r. So in order to get rid of my fraction, I have to multiply by negative 3/2. So I'm going to multiply this by negative 3/2. So I have r, the 2 can go to 1, 12 to 6, so I get negative 18. Now, since I multiplied both sides by a negative, I have to flip that inequality symbol. So my 12 went from the negative or the positive side of the number line. Now it's on the negative side of the number line with negative 18. So then I get negative 18 is greater than or equal to r. Or if you want to rewrite the whole thing with your variable first, you just do a mirror image of it. So you flip the whole thing around and r is less than or equal to negative 18. So once again on this one, I want you to solve it first and graph it. And then come back and see if you did it correctly. So here I would subtract 4 first. I have negative 2m is less than or equal to 30. This time I divide both sides by negative 2. Since I'm dividing by a negative, I have to flip my inequality symbol. Oops. So it would become greater than or equal to, and then I have negative 15. So on my number line, I have negative 15, 0. It's greater than or equal to, so I'm going to fill in the circle. Since it's greater than, my arrow goes to the right. Then the last thing we have is a story problem. So here you get a right in inequality. So Dale has $25 to spend at a carnival. So that means Dale cannot spend over 25. He could spend exactly 25, or he could spend less than 25. So I'm going to have something that's less than or equal to 25. If the admission is $4 and the rides cost $1.50 each, I'm going to have $1.50 times my number of rides, or times x, is less than or equal to 25. So here, I'm going to rewrite it again. So I would have to get rid of 4 first, so I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. So I have 1.5r is less than or equal to 21. Divide both sides by 1.5. R is less than or equal to 14 rides. So Dale can go on, at most, 14 rides if he has $25. So the last thing here, this should be extra 0 in the salary, so cross out that 0. So a stereo salesperson earns a salary of $1,290 per month plus a commission of 4% of sales. So we're going to take 0.04 times my sales. He wants to maintain a monthly income of at least $2,200. So remember, at least means greater than or equal to $2,200. So how much must the salesperson sell each month? So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to subtract $1,290 from both sides. So I have 0.04x is greater than or equal to 910. And I'm going to divide by 0.04. Remember, when you divide by a positive, you do not have to flip the symbol. It's $22,750 that he must sell in order to make his monthly wages.